everyone that's already doing good with sales, not beginners, but if you're doing good at sales, you've gone through like Jeremy Miner or like whoever, like you have like a sales method, right? And if you look at your call and you look at like an elite level person, it doesn't look that different, right? It's just like in pickup, like the guy that learns like your first year and a half of pickup and you get decent results. And you look at what you're saying versus what a guy who crushes it, what he says, and it's not that different. The difference is your internal reality, right? You don't even need a sales coach at that point. You don't need a pickup coach at that point. What you need is you need to change your underlying things, right? So like, and to be fair, you can still learn some more skill shit. Like it's not the end of the world to learn some more skill. Like that's cool. But most people are using like 20% of their actual skill. Right. Because everyone that's if someone is doing like between 7 and 15K take home commission monthly as a closer, then they already have good skill. And if that person listens to someone that's doing 30K a month, the words are not that different. And the fucking tonality is not that different either, for the most part. The difference is in energy, in belief, in reactivity, and how often are you actually staying in your peak performance level? The elite person just accesses their highest skill level every day when they're on a call. Whereas other people they're on at like average. It's like in football, you have like certain football players, like they're like some games, they're like, almost Cristiano Ronaldo level, but it's 2 games a year. And then the rest of the year they're here, right? And the difference here is not actually that Ronaldo had higher skill in that sense. It's like that this person has shit mentality. Like how often do you talk about mentality with athletes? Like it's the same thing in sales. Same thing was in pickup. I knew so many guys in the pickup days who were like fucking on their night, like wild. But they were just like rarely there. It was just so inconsistent. Same thing in sales, right? So if your attention and focus and ability to be in peak performance is not at the highest level, you'll just be at your peak level like once every 5 calls or once every 15 calls, right? And if you have like internal like money blocks and all sorts of stuff, like you'll self-sabotage in other ways through this. And if you can't access the right energies, right, like in terms of equanimity, like being unreactive, fear, anger, and reactivity fucking up your sales calls, leaving so much money on the table. And you're not overcoming that by getting better at fucking objection handling. Anyone who's good at sales and watches someone that's great at sales, they know that the difference is their internal reality, not their fucking lines that they say. Because ChatGPT can come up with good lines today, but ChatGPT isn't out here closing 50K a month. Like it just isn't. Because it's human to human interaction, and you need to be able to attune and have actual high level empathy for the other person. And that is not done in sales skill, it's actually done in developing compassion, equanimity, awareness, and so on and so forth. Right? So if you just fix that internal reality, you'll be able to actually maximize your skill set. Like most people in sales are 7 to 15K a month. They can probably double or triple what they're making without getting better at sales, right? But I don't think I should be out here creating sales trainings because you have people doing that. Like I can create a really good sales training because I did sales for fucking 20 years. But I think it would be great. I think it would be the best sales training in the world. But it would still just be like incrementally better than something else. Like the transformation comes in your consciousness because you'll just be that person that someone wants to open up to. You'll be that person that someone trusts. They can see, they can feel it on you what your energy is. And if you show up on a sales call with that right energy, people just trust you, and you can guide them to having a breakthrough. And if that breakthrough means buying the product, then that's great. But you just become great at creating breakthroughs. It's genuinely not a big deal if you already have the skill set. But if you don't have the skill set, then internal shit doesn't really matter that much, because you got to know how you run a sales call. And I think for people like that, we will crush it. But anyone that's closing in their profession, whether they're a coach or offer owner or closing for themselves, or if you're closing for someone else, doesn't matter. Like, you'll just make way more money whilst getting an integrative spiritual path at the same fucking time, and deeper fulfillment and better relationships, and you get all of the other shit, right? It's the same thing in fucking coaching too. Anyone that's really good at sales, once they join a coaching program, they tend to fucking crush it as a coach as well, if they make the switch to becoming a coach. If it's through, like, whatever modality it is. Because it's about sitting here, listening, and fucking relaxing, and being comfortable with a bit of social tension. So the other person is, oh, this guy is a leader. I can lean on this person, right? He's calm, he's collected, there's no stress going on, even though it's a little bit of a high pressure situation. But I can also feel that he has genuinely benevolent intentions, and like his good intentions. I can trust him. So I respect him to handle the situation, and I trust that he will handle it in a way that's good for both of us. And then you learn how to just ask questions from a place of attunement, and things will arise in the person. Now, the horizon you're moving towards here is different if you're creating a coaching breakthrough versus a sales breakthrough, or let's say a seduction breakthrough if you're in like the nightlife as a dude and single. But it all follows the same underlying fundamental principles all the time. And in coaching, people learn all of these, like hypnotic scripts, like things to say, like it's rapid this and rapid that, and you just follow something and just read the same thing out for a client. 3, 2, 1, now you're in trials, blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't need that fucking bullshit. It's gay. You don't need it. It's terrible. Unless you're just starting out, different story. Because you got to have a little bit of training with, now you're doing this, now you're doing that, like learn some techniques and like feel around and everything. But after that, it's actually your internal reality. The person who has healed themselves the most will be able to help others heal the most.